is Desiree Pittman. I would first like to ask how many of you guys have ever worked in the garden with repotting or potting plants?
Everybody.
Great. Well, this evening I'm going to demonstrate to you the proper procedures on how to repot a plant. First, there are several materials that you will need prior to beginning. You will first need, of course, your plant. Second, the pot that you will be transferring your plant to, as well as your potting mix, and as well as a trowel. The primary step to repotting a plant, you will first want to inspect the roots of the plant that you will be transferring. I will begin to show you how to remove the plant from its original pot. First, you will want to take the plant along with the pot, turn it upside down, and gently tap the bottom of the pot to loosen up the soil around the edges of the pot. As you can tell, this plant was obviously easy to be removed. The next step we will want to do is inspect the roots at the bottom of the plant. Can anyone tell me why we would want to do this?
So they won't choke each other?
Actually, we will want to inspect to make sure, or to check to see if the roots are crowded. Because if the roots are crowded, that will serve as an indication that the plant itself will need to be repotted. We will then want to loosen up the roots some by gently taking our fingers and massaging the bottom portion of the plant. We will also want to make sure that the pot that we will be transferring the plant to is approximately 2 to 3 inches in diameter, bigger than the original pot. We will then want to take approximately 2 handfuls of potting mix and add the potting mix to the pot that we will be transferring the plant to. We will then take the plant that we will be transferring and place it in the center of the pot that we're transferring the plant to, and make sure that it is securely pressed against the potting mix that we have at the bottom of the pot. We will then take potting mix and add the potting mix around the edges of the plant in the pot, excuse me. Now, while we're adding the potting mix, you will want to make sure that you gently press the potting mix so that we will make sure that the plant is secure in the pot. Following this step, you will then want to add water to your plant, just enough to moisten the soil itself, but not a lot to drain the plant itself. These are the steps or the procedures to properly repotting a house plant. Are there any questions?
Yeah, why do you have to put it in that type of bigger, that approximate?
You will want to make sure that you transfer the plant to a bigger pot, approximately 2 to 3 inches in diameter, to allow the roots themselves to expand.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So if I use the pot that was larger than that, would it drown the plants when I watered it?
What that would do, that will hold the water that you will add to the plant to moisten the soil, to keep it moist so that it does not die. If the pot itself is larger than, or much larger than what is needed, it will absorb, or not necessarily absorb, but the water will sit at the bottom of the plant and end up actually killing the plant because it's being overwatered. I hope that this demonstration will successfully serve as an aid to those that are interested in repotting their plants.